Marketing skills are absolutely critical to any jeweler's success because marketing is the engine that drives their jewelry business, or any enterprise for that matter. You've got to be able to bring in the business when you are the owner of the shop. It becomes your primary responsibility, really. You can find people to do other things, but your job is to make sure business is coming in the door. Fail to do that and you really don't have a business. So to develop skills in the area of marketing, advertising, promotion, public relations, these kinds of things are vital to the success of your business. The first strategy that I would recommend for jewelers to use to improve their business performance is to install a systematic approach to upselling and add-on selling. Now, look, I realize that everybody's been told this for decades. The problem is it doesn't happen on a systematic basis. They'll come to an event, they'll hear that they should do it, they go home and tell their salespeople, hey, you got to start upselling and add-on selling. There's no systematic approach to it that is ever installed. There's 6 elements that goes into a systematic upselling program. The first is to make sure you have predetermined offers for upselling and add-on selling purposes. The second is to make sure you have scripts for your people to make sure that they can execute the program. Without scripts, they're not likely to do it. You have to show them how to go about the process. The third thing, you might need material support. That could be signage at the checkout counter, it could be an Ask Me About button, it could be in-store signage, any kind of material support. The fourth element is training for your people. If they're going to feel like it's important, they've got to be trained and trained consistently over a 30, 60, 90-day period of time. Until they believe that you think it's important, they won't think it's important. The fifth element is going to be rewards and consequences for your staff. They need to be rewarded, especially as you're implementing a new system. They need to be rewarded for executing. And so when they faithfully try to upsell and add-on sell, they should be rewarded. By the same token, there should also be consequences. If you fail to do these things, you'll get relegated to less desirable shifts, you won't be eligible for raises or those kinds of things. And then the last element of the complete system is a tracking system, so that you can see what kind of impact your upselling and add-on selling system is having on your bottom line, and also can look at your people and determine one by one which ones need coaching and help in being able to perform better in this particular area. You do those kinds of things and it's free money. Remember, you've already paid to get people in the door. You've already invested in advertising, your building, your inventory, your fixtures, all your systems in your business to get them in the door. Once they get in the door, to take them from a sale at this level to a sale at this level is free money. That's what an upsell add-on system will do for you, and that's the first thing that most jewelers should install in their enterprise. One thing that jewelers ought to do, need to do to improve their sales is to embark on a systematic approach to touching their existing customer base far more frequently than most jewelers ever do. As I've talked to jeweler groups all over the country, the thing that keeps coming back is, they go to their existing customer base 1 to 2 to 4 times a year. They need to multiply that. A minimum of 6 touches a year, 12 touches would be better. And we have so many new mechanisms to do that. It used to be, you could send them something through the mail, you could call them on the phone, you could hope they'd come in for a face-to-face visit. I suppose you could send them a fax or an email. Now we have all kinds of new weapons of influence that we can use. Things like YouTube, obviously constant contact through the email. Mobile and texting can be very powerful. Do you know that 40% of all text messages get opened? I should say responded to. 90% of them get opened. That's phenomenal. And if you're targeting appropriately, that could be a very powerful way for you to reach your existing customer base. It's far more effective and efficient to go to your existing customer base and ask them to come back and buy than it is to go to the mass media and hope that your existing customer base, along with people who aren't your customers, will see it, hear it, read it, and then come in. Focus at least 50% of your marketing budget targeted specifically to your own existing customer base, and just watch what happens to sales. If jewelers want more information on how they can consistently improve their sales and marketing efforts and strategies, tactics, and systems, they can contact me at 800-584-7585. I have a 6-CD set called Marketing Gems, how to easily get more customers who will pay you more money more often in the jewelry business. And I would be happy to let you know how you can get a hold of not only that set, that original set, but the second edition of it, which is going to be out in just a couple of weeks. You can also email me for more information at mail, M-A-I-L, at ascendmarketing.com. That's A-S-C-E-N-D marketing.com, and I'll look forward to hearing from you.